We're delighted to be working with Harvey. It's the first time we've ever invited an artist to curate a show. This exhibition again for us is really exciting. We've got a huge range of materials, a huge range of artists, and a lot of artists that wouldn't necessarily fall into our remit as sculptors.
When the gallery asked me to curate a show, when I actually looked at my own practice, I'm kind of an artist that's moved out of painting into sculpture, and some of the works that I've made have been in middle territory. And one way of describing what I do would be 2.5 dimensional, to describe artists kind of hacking away at the surface of painting as opposed to a freestanding object. And I thought, well, I know I will try and work around that as a theme, but I kind of wanted to show two sides of that. I actually wanted to show the sculptural kind of urge in a painting, manifesting sculptures. So there's a couple of crosswinds going through there. There's the 2.5 dimensional thing, paintings with things stuck on them or modelled or carved, and then painterly sculptures. So there's a notion of painterliness, painting a sculpture, and then this sort of this in-between thing. At the end of the day, you've got work that I think is about making and has lots of sort of sparks flying from 2-dimensional to 3-dimensional work. I sort of source things that I'd seen and always liked and always represented something to do with the relationship between painting and sculpture. Judging shows, I've had my eyes open and kind of made a mental note of things that have kind of popped out. And then there being artists who just didn't have work and artists that just very hard to get to. And personality in politics is something I'm quite interested in, but I am sort of trying to kind of move away from specific kind of political portraits and move into not abstracted, but a more kind of generic kind of character figures. Money has just become a very, the commercial aspect of the art world has become ramped up in the last decade. What you're going to be thinking about, you know, when we look back in this period, you're not particularly going to be pursuing the kind of arguments in the work or the work itself. There's not that many sort of new innovations, but you are going to be very much drawn towards the kind of sums of money, and I think that's just a byproduct of the kind of way global capital has been sort of sloshing around.